Good evening, I'm Camelia, and this is KiniNews. An American political commentator has mocked Chinese President Xi Jinping's visits to Malaysia, Vietnam, and Cambodia. A video of his comments has been making its rounds on social media. American conservative political commentator Bill O'Reilly has mocked Chinese President Xi Jinping's official visits to several countries in Southeast Asia. In a clip of his show which was shared by a user on X, O'Reilly questioned the economic value of Xi's visit to the nations.
Hey, President Xi, let me just break it to you. Those folks have no money at all, okay? They cannot help you. They're not going to buy your stuff because they don't have any money. The Malays aren't going to buy your stuff. They don't have any money.
The former Fox News host appeared baffled by the strategic rationale behind Xi's regional tour. He suggested that Xi may be attempting to sidestep international scrutiny and economic pressure by trying to sneak in Chinese goods under the Vietnamese label. He added that it would be bad if China loses the US market, as the US were the ones with money that buys their goods. O'Reilly's comments come in the context of a protracted trade war between the United States and China, which began in 2018 under the Donald Trump administration. Xi departed Malaysia for Cambodia this morning after concluding a 3-day state visit. He was in Malaysia from April 15th after concluding his trip to Vietnam. Xinchu has suspended 2 of its editors over the flag mistake. It said the decision takes effect immediately and will remain until the investigation is concluded. Xinchu Daily has suspended 2 of its editors. This is pending investigation over an error in the printing of an illustration that featured the Jalur Gemilang. The 2 are Executive Editor-in-Chief Chan Aun Kuang and the Daily's Deputy Chief Sub-Editor. The Chinese language newspaper said that the management of Xinchu Daily announced that this decision takes effect immediately and will remain in place until the investigation is concluded. Earlier today, Inspector General of Police Razaruddin Hussain reportedly said that the police would record statements from the 2 individuals. According to Bernama, Razaruddin said that the police had received 13 reports regarding the issue nationwide. He added that the case is being investigated under Section 3(1)(c) of the Emblems and Names, Prevention of Improper Use, Act 1963, and Section 4(1)(b) of the Printing Presses and Publications Act 1984. Yesterday, Xinchu Daily said they had conducted a thorough internal review into the mistake involving the Jalur Gemilang and will be taking disciplinary action against the staff responsible. It said its editorial department has also enhanced its review procedures, particularly in the use of artificial intelligence. Xinchu also pledged to be extra cautious and sensitive in handling matters that may harm national dignity and interracial relations. Meanwhile, Fahmi said that the Malaysian Media Council will be the best platform to handle mistakes. However, he said until its formation, existing processes will continue.
Ya, kita harap bila ada Majlis Media Malaysia nanti, itulah satu platform ataupun format yang baik untuk menguruskan isu seperti ini. Namun sehingga majlis tersebut dibangunkan, dihidupkan, maka kita uruskan dahulu. Untuk makluman semua, saya Yang Berhormat Timbalan Menteri dan juga Datuk KSU tak ada tadi, tapi saya dan Yang Berhormat Timbalan Menteri telah bertemu dengan pihak pengurusan daripada media tersebut, akhbar tersebut, dan kita telah memaklumkan bahawa siasatan pihak berkuasa berjalan dan kita juga telah berdasarkan apa yang telah berlaku memutuskan untuk mengadakan satu sesi penerangan dan taklimat mengenai tata cara penggunaan pameran lambang kebangsaan, iaitu Jalur Gemilang.
Before we move on, consider supporting us by scanning the QR code on the screen and subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Urimai chairperson P. Ramazami also commented on the issue. He urged all quarters not to jump to conclusions over the matter. The United for the Rights of Malaysians party has called for good sense to prevail over the Jalur Gemilang issue involving Xinchu Daily and Kuang Wah Yit Po. In a statement today, Urimai chairperson P. Ramazami said it is undeniably a serious matter and must be treated with the gravity it deserves. However, he said we must approach the matter with balance and reason. He stressed that while the error warrants scrutiny and possibly legal review, it is important not to jump to conclusions or suggest that the omission was a deliberate attempt to insult the nation or its leadership. He said it is difficult to believe that two well-established newspapers with long-standing histories would intentionally exclude such an important symbol. He also pointed out that the newspapers in question have since removed the offensive image and taken steps to apologize sincerely. Ramazami added that it was unfortunate that some political voices are calling for punitive action, including internal investigations and even the potential shutdown of the publications. He reminded the public that the world is increasingly driven by technology, and in such a fast-paced environment, human errors occur. He said what matters most is how these errors are handled. In this case, the mistakes were acknowledged, apologies were made, and corrective actions were taken. He added that if the mistake was unintentional, we should move forward by accepting the apologies in good faith, as there is no benefit in entertaining extreme measures that could undermine press freedom or disrupt the media landscape unnecessarily. Apart from Tsai Shwu, authorities are also investigating Kuang Hwa Yitpaw over a Facebook post with an image of an incomplete flag. This was announced by the Home Ministry. Authorities have launched a probe into the Chinese language daily Kuang Hwa Yitpaw. This came after they launched a similar investigation against Tsai Shwu Daily. The investigations are over Kuang Hwa Yitpaw's Facebook post showing the front page of its evening edition yesterday, featuring the Jalur Gemilang without its iconic crescent moon. In a post on Facebook, the Home Ministry said they had received a report regarding an incomplete illustration of the Jalur Gemilang on Kuang Hwa Yitpaw's Facebook page. It said the offense has the same impact Tsai Shwu and there can be no compromise. It added that Kuang Hwa will be investigated under legal provisions on the new media. The ministry also issued a stern warning against any party attempting to belittle the Jalur Gemilang, whether intentional or not, and whether in print, electronic, or social media. Separately, the MCMC said it has summoned Kuang Hwa for an investigation under Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998. Meanwhile, checks by Malaysia Kinitv found that the crescent moon was present in the original image used by Kuang Hwa, but has become obscured by text for a headline. The offending post has since been removed. The KL Tower will be temporarily closed from today as the government enforces a takeover of its management concession. Here's more on that. KL Tower will be temporarily closed to visitors starting today. This is as the government is enforcing a takeover of its management concession from a previous operator appointed during a past administration. In a statement announcing the closure, the Communications Ministry said that for the safety and comfort of tower visitors and to give ample time to its new management to carry out repair and uplifting works, the KL Tower will be temporarily closed. It added that it will announce the KL Tower's reopening date in due time through various media channels. The ministry also stressed that KL Tower belongs to the government. It added that the tower's operations, management and maintenance have been taken over by LSH Service Master Sendirian Berhad since April 1st. The ministry claimed that the previous operator, Menara Kuala Lumpur Sendirian Berhad, has been illegally occupying the premises since March 31st. In regard to this matter, it said the Federal Lands Commissioner has issued 2 notices to MKLSB to vacate the premises in letters dated April 3rd and April 9th. It added that any business and operations that MKLSB have continued at the tower to date were done without the government's permission. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Kimilia. Thanks for watching.